Good morning, folks. Good morning. This is Spirit Candy. Today is April 25, 2020, and the time is 8:18 a.m. in the morning. Yes, I'm in the shower, and I have some thoughts in my mind that I want to share. Yes, this is the coronavirus crisis now, a little over a month. And I had been watching a lot of videos and having some time to think about some things. Boy, we people, we are being, this society, this world society, are being manipulated and fooled. Well, I was watching this video. There's a series of videos. This one video, sometime last week, it's some program, and they talk about different foods. The people that go different places, and they talk about the foods in the area, and it was a long video. And this one small segment of this very big video had this guy from Brooklyn, and he opened up a pizza restaurant. Now, I live in New York City, and I do enjoy pizza, good pizza. And in New York City, at least when I say New York City, I really mean Manhattan, Midtown Manhattan. There are a lot of places in Midtown Manhattan, these new pizza places, and they just sprung out of nowhere. It's like a dollar a slice, and the type of work that they do, how the pizza look and the crust, it's not what I'm used to. It looks like it's made in a rush. It's just to generate dollars. New York City, Midtown, you have a lot of laborers. You have people who are on the go. They just want something quick. And so dollar slice, people are excited, $1 for something, because your dollar is virtually worthless. You can't really buy anything for $1. Even the bottled water, I think it's actually now $2 or $1.50. Okay, sometimes you might sell it for $1. So they're usually individuals, and they have this bottled water, and you're not sure where they got the water from, but either way. So it's the mindset of New York City now is, I want to get it there. I want to get something inexpensive and something quick and on the go. They're not interested in quality anymore. So these pizza places, because people like things that are quick, you can eat pizza on the go, and then they're preparing it in a rush. So you're not getting the old-fashioned tomato sauce, as the base, and the cheese. It doesn't act like cheese how I remember cheese. Cheese had that meltability, and then you see the oil on the top. I don't know about this new cheese, and the crust, on the side, the edges, it's flat. Sometimes it's burnt. So the mindset is just get people in and out. And that's the mindset, in and out. Well, again, with this video, with this man from Brooklyn, he opened up a pizza place. And somehow, and his persona is very old school, Brooklyn, and he could have been Italian also. That archetype. And it's like he had like a no care, I'm so cool, and oh, by the way, I want to open up a pizza place, by himself. And he says, I don't know how to make pizza. Now, yes, people, you have many people who want to start a business that they don't know how to actually do the craft that they want. So you know they hire someone to do it. No, this person does it himself, and he just somehow is trying to. They showed him with the dough, and I'm thinking, like, like he wanted you to believe he doesn't know his such and such from his such and such, okay? And he's just like fumbling around. And I started to feel a little angry at him because, see, I had gone to school uh, and learned pastry arts. And I think this one particular day in school, we were learning how to make pizza. Okay, I'm pretty sure of it. Yeah, because I remember my partner made the sauce. That my partner also, he was already in the business. He worked at like in the Greek deli, and so he does this. But on the side, he wanted to learn about pastries and baking, and so he already had knowledge of kitchen work. He was a great partner. But anyway, so it, in school, you know, you learn that there's things that you have to do because if you don't do certain things and prep, you know, your meal could flop. You know, your pastries flop. And it could be very time consuming, but you have to make sure you do the correct steps to get a good product. But this person, um, again, where he got the money to open up a shop, and he has no experience, and he's the one that's actually doing the cooking, and he's fumbling with the dough. I don't know anything about. He keeps saying I don't know anything about pizza and blah blah blah. On the surface, it would be very funny and entertaining to me. When I was in the cooking industry, and it's a very difficult industry. It has a very high turnover, and so I'm seeing someone who I felt not taking the craft seriously, and they showed some of the stuff he made. I would be fired if I had stuff like that. That's when I'm angry with them because if I produced stuff like that, I would have been out of a job. But see, he's Mr. Cool Dude, and it doesn't matter what it looks or tastes like. And somehow, okay, with this shop in Brooklyn, he has like a long line of people who want to come in. I kid you not. It was a long line, and people had to come to the place at 5 o'clock to make an appointment, you know, reservations, to be able to eat there, I think by 7 or 8 p.m. So it's limited space. It's a small place. And you think it's like Mr. Important, the place. And you have all these young 20, 30 something year olds. You know, the people who are at their, you know, their youth and vitality and all that. And they flock over there. And I became angry because what the thing looked like. Oh, there was nothing. Somehow he got when he was starting the pizza place. He knew this famous singer, famous black man. You know, pop culture. He's it. You know, and somehow he knows him, and he's at the pizza place. This famous singer, black singer, know these other people, and so how did all this come about? This pizza guy, he's not an athlete that is of that genre, but see, but it seems like this. pizza guy seems to be a part of this genre of hipsters and Mr. Popularity, and he just seemed to come out of nowhere, and everybody's flocking and flocking and flocking and coming over, long line, and um, everybody's raving. It was considered one of the top places. That's why I was being into why it was on the showcase in this video. And I'm new to this show. I wish I remember the name, but it's some show, and it goes all over the world. And what's the best such and such and such and such place, and that was one of them. And I said, that's not good. I said to myself, but a thought came to my mind, and the thought is, the king is naked. Yeah, this is the king is naked syndrome. This is when you get somebody who's so full of themselves and being Mr. or Mrs. Popularity, and so it's a personality, a personality cult, or a trend cult. If you're of this new trend, if you have it, then you're in the in crowd. So this place is for the in crowd people to gather, to spend their money, because this guy, this place, get the product. You don't know how to make pizza dough or the sort, and then he's like, he started eating with this girl, the person that's interviewing him. And he says, oh, I got this, got a revelation. I'm going to make a pizza pie and call it after you. And the girl gets all emotional, and then they had to cut the scene. So you just speculate the girl started crying because she's so excited that, wow, she's going to get a pizza pie named after her, something that's inspired by her. I don't know. I don't know. I just know that the king is naked. But everybody is saying that, oh, how wonderful the king's clothes is, blah, 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 blah. And everybody is just following along and coming into the personality cult. And then one day, a young child says, like in the story of the king is naked, a little child pointed it out. Hey, mommy, that man has no clothes on. And then it's like a wake-up call. Yeah, New York City and other places like New York City is the same thing. That sometimes a trend gets there, a personality. I mean, it's okay. You like someone, you like the personality behind someone, you want to follow them, whatever. And it's not about the food or the product that's being sold, it's the person. And that's cool too. Well, don't say that it tastes good. And that's what's bugging me. Because you have some people who do things because the craft, they want to do a good job. All those dollar slice pizzas that they don't care what it tastes like or look like. Yeah, they get better as they go along. You get those places, pizza places for the poor and down and out, and that's the bulk of it. And then you get the so-called higher end, or people who want to be associated with higher end, trendy pizza places or restaurants, just to be there. And that's what I see. And another time, I've been to this place. It might have been 2 weeks ago. Yeah, and I said, I know we have this shutdown and everything, and I want to get something to eat. I don't really feel like cooking right now. Hey, I wonder why. I wonder how that food It's this pizza, it's not pizza, it's a burger joint. And the first day it opened, it had a tremendous long line. Well, I said, I'm going to go buy this since there's no line because everything's shut down, but they're taking phone orders and then you just run and pick it up. So I went, placed my order online, and got it within like 10 minutes, By the time I walked down there, food would be ready. I got a burger, fries with a cheese sauce. I never ate, I don't eat like this. And then a shake. And had these little pink sprinkles. Yeah, I went all out. I said, I'm going to buy just decadence, I want to know what this feeling is like to buy this something from this trendy store. And all the locations are like this. They have more than one location. And it's standing room only. That thing is so packed with people inside and then a long line on the outside. I said, what makes this so? And I tasted it. Now, it may not have tasted as good because I didn't eat it right away when I brought it home. I had to tend to my little dogs, get their dinner and then eat mine. So wasn't as hot. Okay. Honey, I don't know. Well, the shake was okay. The shake was okay. And again, I haven't had a shake in many, many, many years. It was tasty. The shake. It was very sweet. It had whipped cream and those pink things on top. But I think this place also has the king is naked syndrome. It doesn't equate. And then I've been in places where the food was so good. Good, good, good. Real tasty. And then they close. Why? Well, because they don't have the personality cult following. They're good. They care about their craft. But they don't know how to market themselves and convince people, hey, I don't give I don't care about my food, but I have a great personality that could come and eat my food. I'm tired of the places that are authentic, that are tasty, and people who know what they're doing in preparing the food. But because they don't know a celebrity to give, it's like you have to have someone to qualify you or to vouch for you. There's a term for it. It's a term. I wish I could remember. But really, they're saying you're okay to go to. I give others permission to go see you and to do business with you. You're okay. I'll vouch for you, and everybody come in. Yeah, it's good though. Once you get that following, you better produce a good job, to keep them. Because some people, they don't really know you, but you're given a vouch by somebody, but you still got to do your work too. And some people got that double anointing. They don't give a crap about what they're doing. They have they have friends in high places. Somehow, I mean, when you have a business, you have the management part. You got everything. You have to have people to serve the food. It's a whole operation. So I don't know how this dude does it. So people are going to places because of this popularity, but it's not good. And they have other places that they really busting their chops to just stay afloat. You think after this coronavirus, there are going to be businesses that were good, that were honest, working people, but will be closed permanently because they don't have the cult following them to sustain them. And once this thing's over, it's so hard to regroup. They're out of business, you know. So what type of society are we? You know, it's like a cult following. And then there was this other thing I talked about before my other videos that he also he what was that now? Yeah, he would go and eat abundant of food, a large quantity of food, relatively small frame. Not that, I mean, he wasn't that big. He's not a big dude. He's not tall, anything like that. And average build. And it's like, just go and eat this large amount of food, and then you get a large following of people watching, and the views could be like over 500,000 in just a couple of days. Oh, I almost forgot this other dude. Also in Brooklyn. This one was was that? He opened up a shop in Brooklyn, and then he's more okay. He's a little bit more conscientious, but like sloppy. Like he has this whole big kitchen, but like I think he wasn't respecting what he was doing. Like, oh, well, he did something. Like, okay, he was making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And he has his female companion with him, helping him out. And he's showing by scratch how to make, make the peanut butter by scratch, make the jam by scratch, make the bread by scratch, which is fantastic. After making all that, he's going to have the jelly, and then put the peanut butter spoon into the jelly, messing it all up. Now, why would he do something like that? Now, to some people that wouldn't really make a difference, but you're showing all this detailed work, and then you're going to cross-contaminate, and put the peanut butter into the jelly. What if someone is allergic to peanuts, and you put the peanut in the jelly thing? You know what I'm saying? You use 2 different utensils for it. And plus, he has that really big kitchen. And it's all about order. Everything looks like it's in order in this place, but it just threw me. And he also comes across like, oh, I want to, like it's all new for him. But he does this, like he's someone that's still into cooking. He's cooking, and he has a big following too. Big following. How does this happen? I'm losing my voice right now. How do these people do this? This I don't give a hoot persona, like, and a sloppy and not taking the work seriously. But you're going to have, to have this workspace, it costs money. It costs money. Real estate is expensive in New York City. So it's like, like a hit in this. How to make this thing? Oh, well, I don't like this. Or, oh, this is okay. And it's like, not like it's a game. It's like one big game, but somehow he's able to stay afloat and have a big following on his channel. And so that's how he's doing it. It's bothering me. It's the not caring. And then I just feel it's almost like a phoniness. When you're in the cooking industry, you know what's real. It's about hurry up and wait. You have to step on, and I see this because they're successful at the channel, the YouTube channel, And so they come across like, I don't care how it comes out, blah, 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 blah. But everybody watches. And so, and it's like people like myself, I don't have the same type of anointing that these guys have. I'm a real person. I had real issues when I was in the cooking field. It's a hard industry. And in particular, for females in the baking world, it's extreme. They spit you out alive. So it's very hard. So that's where my sentiment is coming from. That it was a very harsh environment, being a woman and being mistreated at times. Some of the experience was very positive, but boy, it's not a kind industry. It isn't. And so when I see these guys who have the cult personality, see, I can see through them. That's the issue. I can see through these people. And so I start to get angry. So what's the conclusion on all this? Why am I even doing this video? Well, you're going to have people who are going to come by, any Johnny go lately. They're going to come into your life. They're going to present something, but they're not who they really say they are. And it's going to be at your expense because you're going to be eating the illusion, and the guy's actually naked. But you think he has bling bling on and everything, but the guy's actually naked. Doesn't know exactly. He doesn't know what he's doing. But they want to convince you psychologically that they know what they're doing at your expense. Be aware. If you want to get a good laugh, whatever, but just see for what it is. Is it good or is it bad? Do they really have 5 fingers up? But in actuality, they only have 1 finger up. They want to convince you they have all hands open, but they got the middle finger up in your face. And they're laughing at you because they know that they're naked and you don't see it, or you're afraid to speak out. So be wise, consumer. If you want to have a little fun around a pool, go right ahead, laugh. But just be aware and watch your wallet. This is Spirit Journey signing off. Bye-bye.